When somebody tries to play mind games and they're clever, what do you say to them? I know what you are. No, what you don't know. I said to you anything else into you, and you just say stuff like that, and you can say all sorts of things to people if they're playing mind games with you, or saying like horrible things. So I'll say it again. So you could basically say to them, so basically, I know what game you're playing, and you won't get one over me. Basically, is what I was saying. And you think you're smart, you think you're clever, but I'm more clever than you and more brighter than you. And people look at it differently. Some people are just insecure in their own life. Some people don't know what to say. That's how this prevails and prevents things of going through things in life. We all look at things differently. Like you could tell them, my eyes are very tired. Cold weather can sometimes make you feel tired. But a lot of people that play mind games with people seem to think it's okay. And I've been looking on YouTube about people on YouTube playing mind games. So you guys and girls and ladies and gentlemen going to YouTube. There's a lot of stuff on it on YouTube. 5 mind games that narcissists play with people. And they say all sorts of horrible stuff. There's loads of YouTube channels that people have gotten onto YouTube that talk to people. You can tell that they start speaking. I know the computer thought I was speaking to the computer because the camera's plugged in. But people do play these narcissist mind games with you because they're insecure in their own life. They're worried about losing a friend and losing you. Some people just try too hard in this world, don't they? And they don't expect anything else. So you could write it in a book what to think, what to say. Some people have their own ways and meanings of things. Or some people copy other people, which is kind of clever. And then remembering things and memorising things in a book. There's nothing wrong with doing that. It's called common sense. But when somebody says you're putting words into their mouth, what do you say? Shall I spit the words out of my mouth back in your face? Or shall I just change it around a bit and see how you like it when someone plays mind games with you? People don't deserve to be treated horribly and have the shit taken out of them. Much of that is people that want to just be horrible and nasty because they can, thinking they can just pull things over you. It's not right. It's not right at all. Some people don't care. As you can probably hear in the background, I'm writing in my book again. I'm always writing here. I have other things to think and say, but yeah. One will never know. So keep thinking how to deal with the world and how it is. You just know sometimes what people think, and people get annoyed when you say that. You can just tell by the body language. You don't have to be trained to know what people think and what they say. And you get people that say, "Oh, tell me what I'm thinking." Then your body language just tells me you're not interested and you don't want to know what I'm saying. So why should I tell you what you think when you already know the answer? It's a fair enough point, isn't it? When you speak to certain, I don't know if you guys or girls, ladies, get this in real life. When you speak to certain people about stuff and they ask you sort of questions, what games do you play? What machines and consoles do you have? Do you watch films? And do you go out places? Which you do. You say, yes, I do. And they ask you if you played every single game. You say, yes. And then they sometimes get annoyed and angry because you don't answer their question right or properly. But saying that, in what way would you answer me the question and say the question to me when you know full well I've answered the question right to you, but all you want to do is make a scene, get annoyed and angry because you think it's funny about your question? You already know what you've asked me because you know what you asked me the first time. Some people just want to get a rise out of people and deliberately make people angry so they get annoyed with the world and pissed off. It's people like that all the time. People who just want to say things, be horrible, don't care about the world. Just caring about the world and saying horrible things to people and laughing a joke, which some people do. But taking things too far in that proportion, which annoys a lot of people. As you can tell, I can't stop flicking through all these pages. Like I'm addicted to flicking through pages of ideas and thoughts. I don't know. I've near enough filled this book in. I probably need to get another book as well. But when you talk to your friends and your family about general things, they just don't understand. You know why they don't understand? They think you're talking too deep. It's not irrelevant. They think, why are you saying stuff in that kind of way when it's not that important? Well, sometimes people need someone to listen to and express their opinions. But people with narcissism, people that just don't want to know, people that just are too selfish and too bloody minded themselves, like to change things on you and make you look like the bad person, man, woman, boy or girl, mum and dad, brother or sister, friend or auntie, or people, or teenagers and children. They want you to feel that you're the bad. Sometimes people are clever, no matter how old you are, and they like to know more knowledge than you do. But some people know what game you're playing, even though you've not played it yet. Some people are one ahead of step of you. I mean that is some people are ahead of you. I've been on my phone for like 6 minutes now, I think. Expressing my opinions of how I'm feeling, sometimes opening up and talking to people does the world of good, as they say, but does it really? You know what I mean? Does it make it worse? Does it make it better? It doesn't get more relief off your brain and then you need to do it again. I mean, that is, do you need to talk more? I just like to have quiet days. Sometimes I like to just stay in. But other times of me, I just want to go out. Because if I stay in all the time, it irritates me and annoys me. You can probably hear my clock in the background making a noise. Ding dong, ding dong. But I need to get some water in a minute as well. My throat's a bit dry. I mean, thinking of all these ideas and opinions and stuff. We all think of things as part of who we are. Part of our DNA, part of our makeup as human beings. We think things. But if we didn't think things, our brain would be like a sponge. Literally. So I'll just keep flicking these words through. Flicking the pages in a book. Flicking through the brain. Is the brain like a book in some kind of way? Yes. Is it like a giant computer with loads of knowledge? It makes you clever? Yes. How do you destroy your brain? Drinking a lot, smoking a lot of drugs ruins your brain. Or you could take medications and tablets to help your brain, but are they really helping it? Is it making it worse? Is it just diminishing things for you? They'd rather dope you up than help you in the world. And then they say there's help in the community. Some people are too shy to talk to other people and ask for help because they're worried they're going to get judged. Why can't there be more people in the community that help people? They don't want to. As long as it's not coming their way, it's not their friends and family, they don't want to know about you. Back years ago with the social workers and people that cared for you, they enjoyed what they did. What made it change now? The money, the funds, the people that have been there, people that have left. It's all about running and timing. If you can't run a business correctly, people don't want to know. And they go to somewhere else that people do know. You in this world in our country, especially our Prime Minister, you don't really care about us. Do you know why? The thing I heard today about injections, apparently they're going to be giving you injections to lose weight. Do you know what that means? The reasons why they're giving you these injections is so you don't eat no more food, and so you can't afford food to buy for yourself and your family. They say people are eating too much or too little. They moan when people are skinny and too fat. But the same thing is, government controlling again. They want to make everything boring in the world. They want to make sure that you pay more for your things so you can't afford to heat your house. Or your gas and electric so you can't afford that. So either heat or eat. They want you to be... They're putting the prices up for a reason. Do you know why? I'll tell you why. So you can't afford to buy the essentials every day. That's why they're doing it. They're making their lives better and your lives worse. It's the same with all these benefits that are coming out. Council tax, bedroom tax. Got to put money towards the rent, of course you do. But the thing is, if they put you into a 2-bedroom property and they're asking you to pay for the spare bedroom when you've been there for years, why should you? They made that rule up. It's because they're not getting enough money. They want to charge you for the extra room that's out of use. Some boys and girls, and ladies and gentlemen, men and women, old people, are probably moved out, and young people into a 1-bedroom flat or a bungalow or places to move in with other friends to save the rent and the costs of rent and money. Other people just stay put and get lodgers in, basically, to pay the extra spare bedroom costs. I mean, I should know this because I used to live in a 2-bedroom many years ago house, like flat, and I downsized because I didn't think it was right for me paying the extra bedroom tax just because they wanted to pay for it, and they just downsize and go for a smaller place, which I've done. And will I go back to that? No way. They want 2 people in 1 bedroom, so 2 people in a 2-bedroom house or a flat or a bungalow to pay the spare room. If you have 2 people, you don't have to pay it. But the thing is, you've moved into a 2-bedroom place by yourself, and they're asking you to pay for the spare bedroom. Some people disagree with that. Other people would not disagree with that. Some people are probably already paying for the extra bedroom tax because they are, and they can't move anywhere else. Some people are lucky and fortunate to move into a place where they can, don't have to pay it. But not everybody moves. Some people stay put. If you haven't got the money, you can't move. Some people lend the money to move. Some people can't see their families anymore because they don't have the money. You see what I'm trying to say? I've thrown this all into mix so you can understand what I mean. I've got a bit of a headache, as you can tell. My brain's all over the place in some kind of way. I've got a headache, it's cold. I'm sure you're feeling the cold as well. But what do? Do you keep managing things in life? You've got to. They want to make things that boring so you can't afford things. Same with films and games. If you've got the money, you can have the enjoyment. Same with the TV shows they show on the TV. Boring. You got to come up with your own ideas. That's why a lot of people want to go back, enjoy music and films, because it's more fun. Integrate with people, talk to more people. People saw one another back in the old days, but now they're in the PlayStation, they're on the phones all the time, the iPads, they don't want to go outside. These technologies have taken things away from people. Some people don't really want to have that because it rots their brain. Well, in some kind of way it does. But you've got to try and think of a way how to get yourself out of this rut in the way of going for walks, putting headphones on, which I do. I think I've got my headphones somewhere in the bed, or I may have actually left them in the kitchen. I'm actually saying that I've been on charge because I didn't charge my phone fully today. I've forgotten, basically. I was too tired last night, so yeah. I don't know how to put this video into words. It's just when I think things, I like to just talk about stuff. Who doesn't? We're all human beings at the end of the day. We don't communicate, we don't get what we want at the end of the day, do we? Or it makes things difficult when you can't talk. I just don't know where the world's going. Some people used to enjoy Great Britain. Look at Great Britain now, lots of people are moving and leaving. All these migrants are coming in. Keir Starmer says he's going to support another 8 years of migrants coming to the UK. Where are we going to store all these people? Northern Ireland won't put up with this. Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales, they're going to fill them houses up with people like that. Coming into the country illegally. Other countries won't allow it, they tell you to go back or pop your dinghy in the water. Say our country's a soft touch in some kind of way. We don't mind helping everybody, but we don't mind helping people, but we can't help everyone, is what I'm trying to say. And that's why they're taking the piss out of this country. We're only a small island compared to most. And we're fitting so many people on a small island, we're going to run out of room. And some people say, you won't run out of room. How do you know? People start camping on the streets, in tents, mattresses, which they do anyway in some places. There's a lot of homeless people on the streets, veterans, and people that just can't get housing. Why can the migrants get housing? And other people that have been on the streets for years can't. Why don't they build more houses? Why don't they build more mental hospitals? Why don't they build more, shops, places that people can go to? But they want people to spend their money. If you want people to enjoy your company, you make them feel welcoming. It's all distraction in the world. It's all fake laughter and happiness, just to earn money and be around people to earn your living. And some people say it hasn't always been like that. No, wouldn't it be nice if people just like you for who you are instead of looking into your pockets and liking you because you're paying away or having the money in your hand? They could just sit down with you and have a conversation. But people don't want to do that. They want to walk past you, ignore you, give you funny stares. They don't want to know the world. They don't want to know anyone else. They want to be on their own, in their own place, in their own time. We're living in a selfish world that people just don't want to know anyone else. You know? Some people are scared to be fighting in war zones. One of these days, the UK is going to have to face fighting in a war against Russia. One of these days, you can sit there and say you're not going to be joining a war zone or fighting in a war. Don't you think all the other men, boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen want to be there in that war zone? Well, I'm trying to find something. I've lost something. I think I've lost something here. Hold on a second. Oh, I've lost. I'm going to get a bottle of water as well. Just give me a minute. A bottle of water. My throat's dry. Give me 1 second and we'll keep talking if you like. Just had a bit of water. Don't you think a lot of us are scared of losing loved ones? Nobody by choice wants to be in a war zone and be a target. But the thing is, sometimes you need to learn to let go, like everybody else. Bloody chair. You can tell I need to really sort this chair out at some point. There's a lot of scared people in the world. There's loads of us. It doesn't mean it's right though. Everybody that goes in that front line is scared to fight, but they do it because it's a job. They get money sent to their family. They get paid. But the thing is, there's going to be a time that you people are going to have to face your reality. You can't say no, you don't want to join a war zone. You won't have a choice. Eventually they will say yes, you're going to have to do it. 2030, it'll be now. The time will be a time where you're going to have to fight. Or it'll be a war against the immigrants in the UK. That's all I'm going to say, really. But we're going to have to get ready. You ain't going to like it. Well, tough. None of us like it, but we have to deal with it. And you get these sort of people that don't want to fight wars and don't believe in violence. Pacifist people don't want to fight a war. They just want to sit at home all day, moaning about things, doing pretend war. They don't want to fight against people. Nobody wants to fight against anyone. It's a job. People are lost in their own world. They brainwash us. That's why people fight. Must be brainwashed people. And get more brainwashed people. How do you get brainwashed? Question. I just don't know how to explain this. I'm just seeing my radiator's on now. My radiator was on before, keeping me warm. The world is going in a way that people don't like, and it may get worse. It may get worse. It's a shame, but it is what it is. But like I say, I'm going to have to go now. I've done 20 minutes on the phone. I'll probably pick up another video in a minute. Thank you all for joining me. Take it easy, peace. What would you change in this world? So let me know. Peace, peace.